What is going on, everybody? How are you all doing? I think we've started. I'm trying something new, and when you try something new, you're never totally sure how it's going to go. But I think we're there. I think we've got this. I think we are on track. But I know you'll let me know if we're not, and I appreciate it. Setting up a few things here. We are going to be doing the mutant portion of this event quest. Feels like something changed on my desk, but that's not that interesting. Felganos, what is up, dude? No God, best God. You know what, man? I am really glad you've done that because we are not referring to enough champions in this game as God. If there's anything this game is lacking, it is champions that we, as a community, call God. Like, I absolutely do not mean that at all. Can we please stop it? Can we please stop it? There's other ways to say a champion is very good. Yeah, that's part of why I jumped on the Nim God. Oh, okay. Yes, please haze me. I deserve it. I should just go along and have fun with it. I am clearly taking things too seriously, but it does get under my skin a little bit. If you want to get under my skin, there you go. Just start calling various champions God. Just throw God in there, and we'll have a good laugh. What is up, Jay Will? How you doing, dude? Most frustrating war ever. I'm sorry to hear that. And you guys are kicking butt, man. You guys are kicking butt. You're in Masters tier. You're right above us. That's how I know. Well, obviously from watching war videos too. But I looked at the war rankings the other day, and I saw you all were right above us in the rankings. So nicely done. Us being for Loki, but I think most people know that. Jason, what is up, dude? I'm looking forward to doing this, man. I cut my finger here, and obviously I'll be okay, but it's bleeding. It's bleeding quite a bit. But I'm having a good day. What's up, XLR8, man? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Nim God. Oh, man, you're going to get me with this. Christopher, what's up, man? Yeah, dude, I'm having a great day. The chat is already going, which is nice. And I'm glad you're able to catch a stream, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by. Work, it is terrible. You and me are the crotchety old men here. We're like the ones being like, get off our lawn. You kids with all of your deities. What's up, East Salinas, man? How you doing? Would I rank 2 Professor X or Cable to rank 2 as a 6-star? Now I have rank 5 APOC, leaning towards Professor Space on reverse controls ability. So, dude, I love Cable. I really do. When you compare him with APOC, I love it for a variety of reasons. One of the biggest reasons why I like it in kind of, man, my finger will not stop bleeding, guys. One of the reasons I like it so much as a traveling partner with Cable is one is your Cable, obviously, as you know, automatically starts with those 4 genetic codes. So he's already ramped up. So you're good. And then Cable doesn't need the horseman. It's not about making him a horseman. This isn't like yeah, it's nice, right? But it's just the synergy alone. So you can leave your APOC nicely ramped up. That all being said, especially because you don't have the 6-star APOC, it's a 5-star. I would go towards Professor X. I think Professor X is a better champion than Cable. Even when Cable has the synergy with APOC, I do think X is better. But also, like, just who knows? In this game, RNG, what if it takes you a long time to get the 6-star APOC and, you know, we're on to rank 3s or rank 4s, or you're on to your rank 3s, and you don't have an APOC to bring along because of gating or something like that. There's just a lot there with your specific situation that leads me to Professor X. And I would probably have defaulted to Professor X anyway. Felganos, I'm vibing too hard to some music. We'll hop on in a minute. All good, brother. I like when you're able to show up. I appreciate it. And I know it's getting late for you too. So, Jay Will, I think we just won. And by the way, I will start playing the game. I'm just hoping I can stop the bleeding on my finger here before I try. I don't want to bleed all over my phone. I think we won. I'm just disappointed with how it went for me today. Oh yeah, man. We all have those wars, dude. We all have those wars. And you are an awesome player. I really enjoyed your last war video with the solo there of the boss, where you actually thanked them. I think it was a Professor X. And you're like, thank you for replacing a Professor X. I found that humorous. And then all the Shang-Chi action. Dude, Shang-Chi versus Terrax. I don't know why I hadn't thought of that. It was genius, and it was just cool to see Shang-Chi. Pop, yeah, Cable is a stud. I love Cable. Love Cable. Jacob, where's the already so much God in the chat? Cable and APOC go hand in hand, and no horseman needed. Yeah, T-Pop knows what he's talking about. Obviously, this is an experienced Cable player. I have unduped Venom or duped Angela. Who to rank 3? I think it depends on what you need, man. I have an Angela. She's SIG 200 now, and I have her at rank 3. And I just don't enjoy playing her. She's really good. When I brought her along with Odin, that stepped up my fun of playing her significantly. I started having significantly more fun playing her. But I would lean Venom. I think Venom still has a ton of uses in this game. It does not feel to me like he's being pushed aside by champions like Venompool or King Groot. I think it's just kind of like, I call it like an MCoC Venn diagram. All right, I'm going to try to play this game, guys. If I need to, I'll pause the stream for a little bit and go get a Band-Aid, but I'm trying to avoid having to do that. Now, who would have thought I'd suffer I've got an MCoC injury. I'm going to have to go on the disabled list. Work, that's a good point. Xavier is awful with suicides. Unless you're just running some really unique lane or something there. And I think Felgnos has joined the call. I'm not sure he's in the room, but he might be listening to music. Let's see. You know what, bud? Fel, I can see you're talking, but no voice is coming through. This is always fun. I don't have you muted or anything. You talking, buddy? We have another Felgnos has joined the chat, so I want to see. Hey, buddy, if you could write in the stream chat if somehow you're muted or something like that, or I mean, I feel like we go through this every time. Thanks, Jacob. Jacob's going to jump on so we can see if there's something up with the chat room. Thanks for the feedback, Vega. Right on, Professor. Dude, love it. I love Professor X too. I loved him before we as a community figured out a superior way to get those prowess ramped up. Did a couple of videos on him really early. They're still good. I was a little, I almost debated taking them down because it did not have the ramp up of his prowess in there. But I think it does a good job of showing the rest of the utility, and you know, it was initial gameplay, so I'm okay with that. What's up, Jellycon? How you doing? True Potential, thank you so much for stopping by. Dominic, thanks for stopping by, dude. I will eventually start playing the game. I cut my finger on the way into this room here, and I'm trying to get the bleeding to stop before I start playing. Dante, what's up, dude? I'm glad we were able to get you out of that other game there, that other game that you have enjoyed playing. I'm glad we were able to get you on. What's up, Knight? Toffray, how are you doing, dude? Let's try to actually play the game a little bit here, and if, like I said, if I need to, I will go and get a Band-Aid. I've really been enjoying the war season. War has been going well. I'm actually going to get out 2 war videos. I think I'm looking at my schedule here. I know what's coming out tomorrow. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun video. I enjoy ranking things. I enjoy it. I enjoy the debate and the back and forth. So I'm going to get that out. And then I think we might follow it up with 2 war videos because some cool and unique things have happened. Jacob, I see you're in the room, buddy. Can you try saying something? Let me see if I can hear. Okay, I can't hear Jacob either. Oh, this happens every once in a while. All right. Let's see. Can you guys, chat, everyone in the chat, in the stream, can you guys let me know, can you hear Jacob or Felgnos when they talk? They can hear each other, and you guys can't hear them either. Well, that's a delight. That is an absolute delight. I am happy to hear that. Jacob and Fel, can you guys say a few things? I changed the setting real quick. Okay, still cannot hear you. I have user volume up on both of them. They are not muted. This is always really fun. I love how Discord just like changes stuff. It just changes things. Go into the settings. All right, guys, can you guys try saying a few things again? Nope. Try again. And let's try one last time. All right. Can you guys try again? Wow. We will get this figured out. We always do. But I actually have no idea why I can't hear you guys. Everything that would normally change things around. Has been fixed. So I'm really not sure what to do, guys. This is a weird one. Because I can hear you guys talking. You guys can hear me talking, right? Could it have just something with the issue with the last stream? Oh, my accidental stream? That was a fun one. No, I wouldn't think that'd be it. I mean, you guys could hear me. The last time I was on Fell's stream for a while, and you guys could hear me just fine. I could hear you just fine. So I really don't know what could possibly be the issue. Especially because the chat can't hear you. That's what's making this feel even more odd to me, is that the chat can't hear you. Yeah, Kravatan, they do. They pop up at the worst time. Captain Dante, it just changes things. Yeah, the computer just ups and changes things. I think it's part of the the AI's revolt. They're starting with us old people first because we're the weakest. You know what? It could be OBS related. That's actually a good point. And I did just update OBS. But I'm looking at it, and where you all usually come in, audio output capture. It is silent. Why is it silent? It should not be. Good point. Let me check this out, see what I can see why. Audio output capture. Wavelength chat Elgato. Let's see here. Apologize to everyone who's working. We're just kind of watching us do this. I know it's not the most fun thing. We'll get it figured out. And if not, let's set a time limit of 4 minutes. If it's not figured out in 4 minutes, then we'll just move on and I'll just stream without my friends, which kind of stinks. I like having them on.
Stream without technical issues.
I think we got it. Can you
hear us?
Yeah,
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. I can hear both of your delicious voices, which makes me think the chat can. There we
All
go.
right, that was a bit far, man. Let's cool it down.
Delicious? What's wrong with delicious? That's a great word, dude. It's a great word, right? I can compliment my friends. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Success. Now we can actually play this game. And my finger has more or less stopped bleeding. What is up, Lefty? Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. I bet you it's because Lefty stopped by. I bet you that's why things finally started working. The guy throws up a tremendous stream. And so I think he brought that to this one. And I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Lefty. I appreciate you sharing.
You also sound better, weirdly enough. Like the audio quality from your Discord mic that me and Jacob, I assume, are both getting.
I sound better?
Yeah, I have to turn you up a bit, a little quieter than usual, but better quality.
But like crisp wise, it's far better.
Really? That's amazing. I have no idea why. Maybe it was the update to OBS. I can't think of another possible explanation for it.
Maybe.
You guys are better at this than I am, so.
Knight,
really?
You saw through my Knight saw through exactly what I was doing. Apparently, it's too transparent. I was really just trying to give my finger time to stop bleeding so I could play this game. All right, we are doing. There's biohazard on this node. That's the reason why I'm not just backdraft intercepting the whole time. Let's just get unblockable. There we go. Now we're unblockable, and we can just kitty our way through this. I don't even think I'm going to throw... I might throw the special 3. I like looking at it. I like looking at the special 3. Plus, it gives me a moment to look up and talk. Kyrie. What happened to Kyrie? Mr. Panaz, what's my champion rating? Oh, wow. I forgot they wouldn't kill Gwenpool, but you know what? Kitty's so good. She did it for me. My total champion rating, let's check that out. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think it's over 3 million. Oh, I got to get those in. You know what? Let's get these fights in before the time switch is over. And then if for some reason I forget, we can check out my champion rating. It's never been something I'd spend too much time focusing on. So did something happen to Kyrie, though? Or am I probably missing a joke in there? Does either of you guys follow NBA basketball?
Not really.
No.
Not actively, no. It's hard keeping up on multiple sports.
Yeah, it is. I'm not as into it as I once was, but I will say that I'm starting to get kind of excited about it again. It's always like when your team is good, I think that helps a lot, and my team is back to being good. So I think
it's also hard.
Where's your baseball investment then, man? Come on, the Giants are having a killer season.
So I'm not from San Francisco. I live in San Francisco, but I'm not from San Francisco. So as a result, I'm not really a fan of any of the teams. I don't mind the Giants because my baseball loyalty is not that strong. But because of football and basketball, I'm just not a big fan.
All right, I'll cut you some slack there.
Thank
Understandable.
You. In fact, the Giants are beating up on my team right now. If I was to pick a baseball team, it'd be the Dodgers because I'm from the LA area. And I think the Giants are up 2-0, right? In the NLCS?
2-1. 2-1.
Oh, the Dodgers did win a game?
Yeah, they won the second game. They absolutely smoked the Giants' second game at Giant Stadium.
Okay. Yeah, so that shows you like how up to date I am with baseball. I didn't even realize that it was 2-1. I'm just going to try to, like I said, I want to quickly get these fights in. It's only 100 6-star shards, but still it's 6-star shards. I want to make sure I get these in before the changeover here.
It seems Kyrie can't play because he refuses to get vaccinated, and it's a requirement in
Oh, really? Okay.
New York.
Yeah, that's going to be an issue this season.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the only one.
Hobbit Chrome, you better not be referring to my baseball allegiances.
Hobbit's here too? What's up, dude?
Hey, at least Vegas supports Liverpool.
You got it. I actually woke up and watched a few games too. It was fun.
You did?
Yeah, but then my daughter started having 8:30 a.m. Games, her own soccer games, and I'm coaching. So I started going to those instead. All right, let's get this over with.
Alright, ask. Vega, are you excited for 7.3 tomorrow, or will you be doing it over a longer time?
I'm going to do it over a longer time. I am both excited for it, and I'm not going to hurry up through it. I'm actually still have not completely explored 7.2. I need to work through that a little bit more, but I'll jump into 7.3, do the initial clear, and just have some fun with it, right? See if there's any good videos, or if we can stream it and have a good time, have a good laugh and whatnot. I think it'd be fun, and I'm excited for it. I've really enjoyed the story content. We had, the Summer of Pain, which was a blast, and the Grandmaster's Gauntlet, which was also just incredibly fun. But as far as like stuff that's just coming out, I guess they'll be a little more scheduled if I'm trying to figure out how to differentiate between them. I've really enjoyed the story content as opposed to the EQ and the side quests. Dude, Rob Riley, dude, thank you so much, man. It's been a bit, dude. Great to actually see you here. I've been super busy, but needed some advice. Who to rank 2? 6-star War Machine, Doc Ock, or... Oh, man, you know me. You know I'm not going to be able to give a simple answer to that. Is your Silver Centurion duped? That, I think, would make a big difference. I do think that Doc Ock and Silver Centurion on standalone are the better 2 champions in this group of 3. I personally find Doc Ock a little confusing to play. But there have been some really good videos put out recently showing all the awesome things he can do. I just really like Silver Centurion. And I do like War Machine as well. I think War Machine's strong point is in improving the team himself. But he is a good champion. It's not like he's not cumbersome to bring along. You could use him in fights. He can do things. So Rob, if you're still there, you could let us know if you're Silver Centurion and your Doc Ock, actually, as we're examining this. If either of them is awakened, let us know. And then Jacob and Fell, you guys have any thoughts on those guys?
I love War Machine personally. Like those of you in the Discord server know that he's probably going to be my next tech rank 3, even unduped. And I do also have Silver Centurion unduped. My reasoning for that is, yeah, I kind of agree with you, Vega. He does buff up the entire team, but he is, a really fun champion to play, and he does bring a lot of utility to the table. So that energy resistance pre-fight based on armor can make him a fairly good counter for energy-based attacks, even against champions like APOC, where you're going to be blocking that special one, or those special one beams a lot. Not to mention, he has a very low downtime on his damage cycle. I know a lot of people like to say that you want to pop the L3 with War Machine to get those Furies. You really don't need to. Like, just with those 2 armor breaks from the L2, which are really easy to keep up, and then using maybe some L1s just for a bit of debuff damage, a bit of pseudo power control, you're going to be outputting quite a lot of damage.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. He is a good champion. What do you... okay, so Rob is letting us know that actually none are awakened.
I would go War Machine then.
I want to hear... I'd like to hear if you have thoughts on this, Jacob, because I'm actually... With that last bit of information, I'm actually leaning towards War Machine too. Because War Machine's awakened ability, it's healing, right?
Healing and some, Fury passives he gets when he gets low health.
So, I really like all 3 of them. I'm a huge fan. I have 2 of them at rank 3, and this War Machine and Doc Ock. I didn't rank up my Centurion because he's unduped. And I really like him to be duped for the passive shocks.
Yeah. The dupe
It depends on what content you're going to do, because if you're focused on War, I would definitely rank up either Doc Ock or War Machine.
Yeah.
I think War Machine's going to be more useful than Doc Ock in general questing stuff. Scenarios, but Doc Ock is also a niche, and he's amazing at certain power controls, but he also takes a lot of skill compared to the others, in my opinion.
Yeah, I have to say, this is a really tough one. And Rob's saying he loves playing War Machine. Rob, to me,
that settled this, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that settled it right
100%.
there. I think if love is a strong word, man, and that's fun, right? And I think all three of these champions are in the same realm as each other. They actually cross over a little bit in some ways. And they're all very good. So to me, especially knowing that Silver Centurion's not awakened, Doc Ock's not awakened, I would go with War Machine. I think he's really awesome. And if you enjoy playing him, then you're going to start to dive in and really learn all the nuance in playing him, making him even better than a champion who you don't enjoy as much.
Kitty counter.
He has a very, and that's the thing too, right? The prowess countering and things like that. So
very unique.
Yeah, I would go with that. And then I'm remembering we got the question on account rating. Let's see here. So yeah, 3.6. I guess 3.6. I gotta work on because of the new practice feature, which I absolutely love. I think everyone knows, right? You can go and you can practice against any champion that's already in your roster. I really like it. For me, it is significantly better than duels. One, because it's free, right? We don't have to spend units on it. But also is it has your mastery setups. And I usually am doing practice for war. I get my war assignments and I want to either warm up against a champion or I want to practice a fight as best I can. And war fights are almost impossible to replicate. And I still can't perfectly replicate them, but at least now I know, hey, the defender's got limber, which is something that I sometimes forgot. I don't know why, I just would forget it, and then it would obviously smack me upside the head. But I run limber, so now I'm practicing against a champion with limber. I can take in a variety of attackers of star levels to get used to the strength differences. I really am enjoying that feature a lot.
Also, Mystic Dispersion.
Great point.
Because you have it maxed out all the time.
I do. I'm almost always running 5 of 5 MD. And I keep getting assigned new war attackers. This last war, like I said, I don't know if you heard this, I'm actually going to put out 2 war videos. I still have the Diablo video to put out, which it will eventually come out. And then the last war that ended, is ending in a few minutes here. I took in Sorcerer Supreme, Human Torch, who, I know we've seen him a lot, but it's still fun. And Hercules. It was really, really cool, man. I'm really excited to get these out. That's when I'm going to do war videos. This is when I'm excited about it, or I think something kind of cool happens.
Speaking of the changeover in a few,
so it doesn't become stale.
You guys, I don't think it was easy to hear. Let's go.
Go for Jacob.
Jacob first, and then Fel.
I think that's a good way to do it, so it doesn't become stale.
Yeah.
At least for yourself, that is.
Especially because I'm not spending I like to try to teach what I can from war videos. And so if it's the same stuff over and over, or if I know that I'm not as excited about it, I'm probably not going to spend quite... Dude, I hate this. It's like you just can't block. I'll just have a fight where block just doesn't work. It's not like parry doesn't work. It's just blocking. It is very frustrating. Go for it.
I tend to have my own issue. For some reason, my champions just won't stop blocking.
Really?
Just on their own, they block.
Yeah, I don't... And I've fought Void, so I don't feel like this... But now it's... Whatever. This is the game we have. What's up, MSD? How you doing, dude? Thanks for being here. All right.
We're making the game sound really appealing.
Yeah, exactly. Come play. It just doesn't work.
What a valued CCP member.
Hey, look. You know what's funny is, so I really am working on a state of the game type video. And every time I do it, I'm like, that didn't come out right, or I need to, readdress this or something like that. And that's one of the most common questions that was on the list, the post I made, was asking about, content creators and CCP members in specific. Okay, something's just not right. I'm going to have to restart this. Like, I don't.
Yeah, you took like 4 heavies to the face.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The game is just not doing what I'm asking it to do. So I'll restart it. If the issue continues, I'll restart the game. So we're asking MSD. Does MSD answer if he has MSD? If you're listening, buddy, do you have any videos showcasing War Machine? I am aware of a couple, but the question was specifically for you. So if you have some, I'd like to share those out so people can see them. Just pulled Miles and Spidey 99. Just started looking into these champs. Was wondering everyone's thoughts. Thanks. I'm not as well versed. Yeah. As you know, I'm usually a little more nuanced. But I like the direct approach. I would definitely go towards Spidey 99. I did an initial CCP video on him. I was pretty warm on him, to be honest. I know why he got kind of the noodle reputation. I understand that. But I think there was a lot more to it. And I believe it was MSD who tweeted out, like, trust the ruptures. And I do think that was really important. I think that was great advice. And it helped me kind of cycle through when I was evaluating him in that limited time we had. And then very, very recently, a buddy of ours named Strands has been taking him to war for an awesome war alliance called SSX1. And DLL, who has a YouTube channel, if someone could link that, we can get the video. If you could, if someone could get the latest DLL's latest war video, he shows Spider 99 taking a Mojo and a long shot, and then there's some really awesome Mr. Fantastic and Guardian play too, which I love. Check that out, and I'll give you some thoughts on like what Spider-Man 99 can do. And then he even talks about it in pretty good depth at the end of the video. So check that out for sure. I agree with the fellas here, Spider-Man 99. Oh, hey,
unless you intend to just stomp your way through Abyss before it gets fixed.
There's that. Not that Miles isn't bad. He has a use, but just
if you have 40 hours to do the path, go ahead.
Yeah, man.
And there's DLL, like we summoned him, perfect timing, as he's saying. And there's the video. Check it out. It's really, really good. It is.
Say his name 3 times and he shows up.
Do you have to be in the dark? Does it have to be into a mirror?
Yeah, but you also have to be holding a candle.
I don't have that. I do have a bleeding finger though.
Yeah, that'll be sufficient.
All right. That's an
equal sacrifice.
That's an equal substitute.
Indeed.
How many Fs will I get for my 11 feature? 3 Gamoras, 2 Miles, 2 Iceman, 1 Kabam, Mike, Rogue, Venapool. Oh, good God. Toffrey, I'm sorry, man. That is... like, it's so bad that, you know me, I'm usually the like, well, you know, I understand, that's RNG, but hey, you got this one good pool. Because I do really like Venom pool. That is so bad, I'm not even going to say that. I'm not even going to say that. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's the case, because this crystal is pretty good. Let's see if we can get this going here. Well, the reason I'm not just phasing in and out is it is biohazard, and then I've found that sometimes what happens is you start stacking poisons. So I want to get unblockable first.
Also, just so everyone knows, the objective's ticked over, so you should be able to do. I think it'll probably be the final objective you need in order to form your first Cosmic Eclipse Cavalier Crystal.
Oh, really?
Yes, indeed.
Sounds fun.
You can't open it, Vega.
I can't what?
Open it.
I can't. Why not? Oh, no.
Abstinence.
That's fine.
Yes.
I will say, you know what? Abstinence has worked out exceptionally well for me. Like, and for those who don't know, I think I still will get a video out on it. I felt a little awkward because I was going to do this abstinence video. Someone on our Discord server said that they were having trouble staying away from cav crystals. I misunderstood. And I thought they were saying that they were having trouble not spending money on them. And I was like, God, I got to help this guy out, right? And I was like, well, hey, look, are you serious? He said, yeah, I'm serious. And I was like, all right, I'll quit with you for the whole month of October. No cav crystals, none. Zeros, like zilch, nada, nothing. And he was like, okay, let's do it. And I was like, all right, well, it feels really good, you know? And then a very clever young lady came up with the term cavstinence for it, which I really jumped on. I like that idea. And then the next day I found out that the guy doesn't use money for the cav crystals. He's buying them with units that he earns through the arena, which still it's the same, but it's not. It doesn't quite hit as hard. And but I said I wasn't gonna. I said I would not purchase any cav crystals at all, none, even if it was for units or anything. And so it's actually really helped me a lot. Just yesterday, I was getting very close to opening another featured crystal, which I want to do because I like the pool a lot, but also it's a nice, fun video to make. And I'm short. I'm a little bit short. You guys can see. I think I'm at like almost 10,000 or something like that. Yeah. So I'm at 10,000. So I'm not far off from 13. And the Black ISO store just turned over. And I was like, oh, Hyperion crystals are up. I'm just going to drop those. I'll just open until I have the 13,000 6-star shards. And then I remembered Castenance. And I saved myself a whole bunch of money and a whole bunch of units. It was awesome. It was really, really cool.
Question is, if the guy can
What's
hold
that?
on to opening this crystal, he gets today.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm doing it. I'm doing Castenance. I told a couple people in my BG and they're doing it too.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Toffrey, I also do like Venom Pool. Hope DL doesn't force me to... Uh-oh. DL is here. Ronald Gregory, 5-star Venom Pool to rank 4 or stop at rank 3. Only other good 5 stars are Colossus, Angel, and Sentinel. Yeah, man, I would go ahead and take Venom Pool up. If you're able to complete content, though, smoothly, with him at rank 4, then I wouldn't force that because you are going to start pulling some 6 stars, and maybe there would be other champions you'd prefer. But I do think Venom Pool is very good, and as you're saying, you only have the good 5 stars. I feel like he's adding some utility that none of those have. One being at least an evade counter against the Spider-Verse champions, and then also his bleed damage. Do you guys kind of agree with that? Because it's kind of a unique question there. Ronald is asking it. Ronald Gregory.
I would personally take up Sentinel just because of all the immunities, and he's gonna help you a lot with variant 3, I think it is. Or is it 2?
Oh, you know, Jacob?
I think he's just good for the variants in general.
Yeah, and he's also just
But
good.
he's exceptionally good in that one.
I think it's 3. Pretty sure it's 3.
Is that the sized one?
It's the Magneto one, if I'm correct.
Okay. You guys interpreted the question probably how it should have been interpreted. I interpreted it as he already had Colossus, Angel, and Sentinel ranked. But you're right, he doesn't actually state that. So if you're choosing between them, I agree with these guys. I would actually probably go with Sentinel.
Or is it a question if you're gonna take one that's rank 5 over Venom Pool? Yeah, he does have the outer rank.
Okay.
And he's just asking if he's gonna rank up Venom Pool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Then I would say yes.
Yeah, I would rank up Venom Pool. I'm actually probably about to R3 mine. I just took him to R2. And I think I'm going to probably R3 mine. My BG already has a Venom Pool at rank 3. And the guy that uses him is very good at the game. And has soloed some penny bosses and things. Oh man, I thought I took in... Kitty. That's what I get for talking too much. But I'm still probably going to take in my Venom Pool up to rank 3 regardless, just because I like him that much. I think he's that good, and I have a really high sig MCoC right now, and they actually pair exceptionally well together. Speaking of DLL, he has a video on that too. I don't remember the exact video, but it is very good. I think it's a Venom Pool
He
review.
probably remembers himself.
Yeah, if he's still here, actually. But I think he talked about it in his Venom Pool review video. It's really good, and Soccer is a lot of fun with it too. I might take him up as well.
Sakura is tons of fun, yeah.
Right. I love Professor X.
Is your Venom rank 3?
No, which is I have a lot of cosmics at rank 2 that I want to eventually rank up. Venom being one, and Odin. But Venom Pool is just so fun, and I feel like he's very not future proof, I feel like they did the update with a lot of like what's currently happening in mind. And I like how configurable he is with other synergies, like the ability to go incinerate immune with, is it with Human Torch? I think it's with Human Torch. Have you guys checked this out?
Let me check.
Some of this stuff is really, really cool.
Funnily enough, I already had Aunt May open on my browser, which probably shows how addicted I am to this game.
Oh, yeah. When I just pull up Google Chrome, like all 8 suggested websites have to do with MCoC and YouTube. All of them. Like, so I hear you.
Depends on
Yeah, it makes him immune to incinerate.
Yeah, but look at these synergy champions, right? Like you have Falcon, who's awesome. Falcon's involved in so many good synergies. But there's that one right there. Let me get to the ones we're actually talking about. I think this one with Cap Infinity War, you're talking about champions who have great synergies. That's pretty awesome. Here's just one. Okay, Red Hulk is a very good champion, right? And that can bring some sort of like poison immunity-ish to your team. And then, of course, Human Torch, who's coming along for a lot. Then this is one that got me really excited. Nimrod. I don't know how Nimrod made his way onto this synergy. I have no idea how they figured this stuff out.
Oh God!
The faster you get your cooking,
my alter ego.
Jeez. The faster you get the cooking meter going up, the better for Venom Pool, of course. Vision Arcus is a good champion. Hulk is on there. I just really like this about Venom Pool himself too. It's part of why I believe he's going to be my next Cosmic rank 3. And I'm sitting on like 2 tier 5 CC of Cosmic, so I don't think it'll be long. I don't even know why I'm waiting for a rank up event. There we go. So DL is in the chat. There's a couple of you had one in mind. I talked about it in my Penny boss solo, and also in the Stormlord. I think I was Stormlord. Stormlord. Anyways, Star-Lord lap solo. I think that's the one I was referring to. What's up, Xander? Pedro, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here, buddy. The grind MCoC, just awakened my sister. Ooh, congratulations. Now going to take him to R3, Beast, and Prestige boost. Grind, dude, that is awesome. I know his SIG ability is not, it's not one of those ones that like opens up this totally different way to play the champion. That being said, I don't think it's the worst SIG to put 6 stones in. I know not everyone agrees with this, but if you're looking to make a prestige plays or something like that, saving yourself a couple pots, like that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. So congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I personally really love APOC's Awaken ability. I would love to get mine awakened. Like, the only thing I think he's really missing from his kit, and that isn't to say he's missing a crucial piece of utility, it's to say his kit encompasses so much utility that he's only missing one thing. The only thing it's missing is a reliable form of regen or something that keeps his health topped up, and his Awaken ability effectively gives him just that.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome.
Yes, he is very awesome. I couldn't imagine what I would do if I did not have Apocalypse.
For those who don't know, the other person on call, Jacob, doesn't have an Apocalypse. And he tried. He tried.
Really tried.
Like, really tried. And I see the comment about still not liking Venom Pool. I mean, I get it, right? But I would encourage you to re-examine him and his abilities. And if I take him to rank 3, I will really try to get that video out. I have so many rank 3 videos that I have not done. What happened here? Oh, yeah. I was trying to start talking during the SP3 and then I messed something up. I will really try to get that out. I will try not to sit on that one like I have so many other rank 3 videos. So we'll try to get that out and kind of give an idea how good it is.
It's going to be hard to keep up again because with how Tier 5 basic and Tier 4 CC limits ranked ups now in the Tier 5 CC.
Yeah, well, dude, I mean, I have like 30 some odd rank 3 champions, and I have not done I've probably done like 10 rank 3 champion videos. I mean, I have a significant amount that I could work through. It's just a matter of just doing those. Like something just always comes up, like I wasn't planning on doing any war videos, and now here we are. I'm saying I'm going to try to get 2 out in the next week just because cool stuff happened. Ismail, hey Vega, Mojo rank 3. Yeah, dude. I think so. This is good. This is an example of like how I do my tier list, and actually a lot of people in the call and in the chat are the people that help me out with that and put in their knowledge on it. For me, he's a yes. I would though. He is also on that level though of, why are you ranking him up? What is your how is he benefiting your roster, right? Spinnaker, who's not here, has some really good videos on some nuanced play on Mojo and how cool it can be, not only in fights where you can't nullify, right? Because we're starting to see that more, but also in fights where it's extremely beneficial to just shorten the buffs that the defender is getting. And then I know Mojo doesn't have the greatest block proficiency, but as you play him at that lower health pool, his healing does start to kick in, and he is manageable at those levels. You have to play pretty well. Like one mistake can end it, which stinks. But I really like Mojo. I like him a lot. So I would just kind of encourage examining why you're ranking him up. Like, what is he adding to your roster? And if the answer is fun, then you're good to go. I mean, he's incredibly fun. And if he's fun, you're going to put the time into learning the nuance on him. So, hey, Vega, did you try? Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Grinfeld. I'm just trying to kind of learn Kitty here and kind of trying to learn her different play. Like with the biohazard, if I hit into their block a lot and I can't phase, then she's just going to die. So I'm kind of just trying to get used to playing her a little bit. For some reason, when I fought this Void earlier, my game decided that blocking was not going to be allowed. So hopefully we don't see that same issue here. See, there we go. There's me not smartly doing this. I explained why I wasn't just phasing in and out, and then I didn't do it.
Vega, by the way, I think the Riddle time should be up now.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Do you want me to... Oh, yeah, sure.
Kitty takes a lot of dexterity.
Oh, Riddle's the Discord server.
I have to say, it is really fun to just do that through Defender Specials. So yeah, sorry, Grinfeld. I'm also kind of just practicing Kitty, and just kind of getting used to it. Like kind of what you saw there with that fight with Void. I know it kind of seems like, dude, was that hard? And it's not that it's necessarily hard. It's just such different muscle memory from when you usually fight Void, right? With Void, you're often counting the amount of hits you have and setting up his SP1, and then that's kind of a unique evade, especially if you want to punish it and that kind of stuff. So fighting Kitty, fighting with Kitty, I often find myself having to fight my own muscle memory. And so trying to chat with you all and do this is a really good way to test that out for me, because I'm not even like fully concentrating. K-Dog, what is up, dude? Thanks so much for being here. Campo, what's up, buddy? When did you get here? Jacob Sigler, Mojo is still one of my favorite champions. Just classes, in my opinion, has the best diversity. I just love the Mystic class. And I think too much of that is just because of how they typically deal with power and buffs, and those are involved in like literally every fight. And so that's why I love them. Mojo was going to be my next rank up. I finally pulled him. I wanted to get him awakened, but I was going to slowly rank him up and hopefully awaken him naturally. And then I got Sigil Witch, and that threw everything into turmoil. So we'll see. Felt, I'm sorry, you said something about the riddles?
Sorry, you caught me while I was eating a cookie. Yeah, the riddle should be over now, or the time for the latest riddle should be over now.
You know, did anyone get the answer right?
No.
Let me check. I don't believe so.
All right. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. That wasn't the rule. As I asked it, I realized that those weren't the rules. So, yeah, let's close that out. The riddles should be closed. You're right. And then, so for everyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, we did I think it was very fun celebration of the channel. My channel had been 1 year, so it was kind of the 1 year anniversary. And so we came up with this kind of riddle challenge, and every week we put out a new riddle. and then there was a scoring system. And the winner is supposed to be able to join me on stream. We can do incursions. I'll talk to the winner and we'll figure it out. But the idea is that we were going to do incursions, and then all the moderators and things like that would come on and hopefully make fun of me. I think that would be really fun. So that was the idea behind
Hallelujah.
it. Yeah. Buddy Lee, what is up, dude? How are you doing?
Truly chaotic.
Truly chaotic? All right. Let's keep going with the Miss Kitty. Muhammad, there is the man who helped figure out a significantly better way of playing Gilly. Thank you so much for sticking with me on that, dude.
Grinfeld, I am not in fact Slayer, and to attest to that, I pulled 6-star CGR a few days ago.
Well, you're basically becoming him. With how much you're liking him.
Yeah, good point, actually. I am really loving CGR.
Bill betrayed me the other day, Vika.
How? What did he do?
He likes both Strife and Stealthy.
What are we going to do
really shocked.
with this young man?
Strife is forgivable, but Stealthy?
It was my first 5-star rank 5, damn it. No, Campo, don't worry. I still fully believe that Colossus deserves to be in scrap metal tier.
Is
I'm
all
not
of...
completely lost.
There's a shred of hope.
Mohammed, you got it, dude. When I remember, I always like to give credit. And when I can remember, I'm always happy I do. And then I usually feel badly when I forget. So I'm glad we were able to get that out there. There was a question earlier. Have you tried Dormammu with the Eye Hulk synergy? No. Is it upping his damage quite a bit? That's usually the issue with Dormammu. I like Dormammu. I have kind of nostalgic feelings for him, though. So I'm motivated to like him. Who do you like more, Ghost or Kitty? Just purely like Kitty, but I think that's because of novelty. I think she's new, and so as a result, I like her more. But who do I think is better? I think I can't choose between those two. I mean, for me, that's like, I don't know. Do you like two amazing things? I can't even come up with a good analogy because they're just both so good. And the fact that they even have synergy together is just absurd. Do you guys feel like one's better than the other necessarily?
I still think Ghost and Quake are on its hero on their own.
Yeah,
I think good, but Ghost is more forgiving in my opinion, and easier to master, and you get a bigger payoff. Kitty can end fights in 20 seconds.
Yeah, and she doesn't work with the power back.
Also a point. But being able to take 5 fights in one power, that one boost is insane.
I do think Kitty will eventually overtake Ghost, as more people get her, figure out how to use her, just because she has so much of, how do I say this? So a lot of the really cool things Ghost can do come from synergies, and Kitty has a lot of those mechanics that Ghost gains via synergies native to her kit. So I feel like eventually it might take some time for more people to pull her, more people to master her, but I do think Kitty Pryde will become the new meta phase missing champ. Sorry, what?
It's the inbuilt hood synergy, right? You're talking about?
Yeah, but that is incredibly powerful.
That is incredibly powerful, but when you can end fights so quickly, I don't think it's a problem.
Oh, Jacob, be careful. You're, again, going very close to damage is good utility territory.
It's not the same because... Well, I think Ghost has proved the viability for so many years now. and seasons and all types of content that I don't think she's going to be dethroned so easily.
Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Why is my temperature going up? Is it from being immune to incinerate?
I do not know.
Because this node is putting incinerates on me. I think that's what's going on.
Oh, then it might be. Yeah, that's probably it.
Wow, that's really interesting.
And yeah, DLS says a lot of the cool things Kitty can do is also through synergies. I would probably say she's more reliant than Ghost, to be honest.
Kitty is also true focus proof, though. Or, how do I say, miscounter proof for now until Command introduces some, some really weird node.
With true focus.
Yeah, but it's not quite as effective, is it? Or from what I've gathered, at least, it isn't.
That was interesting, the fact that she could even take that fight. So we'll try to look at the node again, guys. I think the synergies, and Jacob, I feel like I heard you say that the synergies are adding a lot to her. They really do. And I think they're the things that are allowing her to just do stuff that you're like, she shouldn't be able to do that. And a lot of it's the synergies.
The true focus, geez, I think Kitty relies on synergies more than Ghost.
Yeah, a really good Ghost player doesn't even need Wasp, right?
I barely used them. Only for war, because being able to throw specials when you want there is a lot more essential than a regular fight.
So that's why her temperature was going up. I didn't even think about that aspect of her. And I think this is part of it with Kitty, and why I was saying, she's new, is there's just going to be so much nuance and just stuff that happens through playing her that we still haven't even discovered or really thought about yet. As a general community, I know there's some people who've thought of these things. That was really surprising to me.
All right, the synergy reliance is fair, I guess, but then again, and I know this probably isn't as good of a point, but it's a synergy with Tigra, which isn't really nearly as much of a loss as, say, bringing Wasp with Ghost or Ant-Man with Ghost or other, I guess, synergy partners with Ghost is, even Hood with Ghost.
Isn't needed, though.
So Dominic's asking, how is she taking SP3 damage? So when she's phased, she can't take damage. That's part of, I think some of the nuance in trying to play with her, and we were figuring that out on the stream. If I can plan it, what I like to do is go phase and throw my own SP3, because you're going to get an elongated phase afterwards. And then, you don't have to worry as much about when the AI is going to decide to throw their SP3. But if you don't have the luxury, or if you just haven't planned the fight out that way, sometimes you just can't do these things, right? If you go in, you do 2 hits and you immediately back out and back in. You don't reset your phase, but the window where the phase is not open is incredibly, incredibly small. And typically, you'll still be phased when the defender will throw their SP3. I know it sounds weird when I'm practicing Kitty, because you're like, dude, it looks like it's fine. But these are the sort of nuanced things that I'm actually trying to practice in this questing content. And yeah, it is nutty. What's up, Mr. Belling? How you doing, dude? Work. Kitty absolutely relies on synergies more. I think to see the absurd things that we just saw, being able to go unblockable, right? Yes, but she could do some really awesome things, which isn't counter to what Work just said. Let's make that clear. But I think Kitty without synergies is a really good champion. What's up, Kingslayer? How you doing, dude?
But to become that next level, good.
Yeah. That kind of the tier.
It's stupid.
The tier that was created, the pre 12.0 switch, right? Almost okay, really? This almost seems unfair or unhealthy for the game. To be there, I think you want. I don't know. I go back and forth on which is more important to her, the Ghost or the Tigra synergy. I think going unblockable. It's a really big deal.
Tigra is more important because it allows you to play her entirely different way.
Yeah, but it's so when you play her and when you end up going under the 10 prowess because you've caused a miss and you don't have the Ghost synergy, It really screws you up. But you could probably learn to deal with it. All right, so this is just going to be special ones. Work, DL, and Jacob. So, I should pick up the phone to play the game, right? I don't think the synergy with Nimrod is working properly. It's supposed to make all her heavy hits critical, guaranteed critical, which would be really nice for getting her prowess up.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working, but I just want to let you know you mispronounced his name.
Who?
Oh, God.
I just realized what I walked into.
Cue the evil villain laughing.
Jeez Christ. I think Ghost doesn't even really need Wasp, though it makes her easier to play, and Hood is case-by-case basis. Odin pre-fights plus Amma is just ridiculous. Yeah, you know what's funny is, like, when I do my own evaluation, is like, I'm not that level of Ghost player. So I think that's why it's often I need the reminders from folks like yourself of how good Ghost can be without Wasp. Because, like, for me, like, well, I'll show you guys. I'm not that good with it. I'm practice. Here we go.
I think it's better to learn Ghost without synergies personally.
Yeah,
that's how I did it, because you
Same.
become such a better player.
I wish I had done that originally, but it's not what I did.
Yeah, it makes you, it gets you a lot better at learning how her cycle should work and how to time your phasing so that you can line it up with specials and stuff like that. The only thing I will say is, like, when you get her awakened, you have to learn, or it's ideal to also teach yourself how to phase as many hits as possible, and that's something that you gain absolutely no benefit for doing unless she's awakened. So a lot of the time it's like a two-step process to learning her.
Don't get greedy.
Like you're seeing me do.
Yeah.
Like I really wanted to land that SP1.
1 to 2 hits in your face is alright. Because then you're
really?
safe.
I thought I heard the sweet spot is like 2 to 3 hits, and then you want to go in.
Well, if you're starting Learn Ghost,
yeah, it's fair.
It's also just safer. Because some combos are, or some animations are a little bit longer. So, I just stick to 2, basically.
Yeah, DLL. Absolutely. I got a little too overzealous there with that SP1, and then with Biohazard, I'm not going to be able to get those off. This is true. This is true, my friend. All right, back to Kitty it is. Look like Dominic's just getting back into the game after 4 years. Welcome back. So there it is. I think I was explaining to Dominic earlier. That's the SB2 rotation. So apparently he got me in that window where I was not phased.
The game has changed a lot since 4 years ago.
That was weird, though. I didn't take damage after hitting the floor from that SB3. Does one not normally? It's not like I'm typically sending Hawkeye red. But I took damage from the first 2 hits. That was weird.
I'm pretty sure that last hit's meant to deal damage as well.
Yeah, that was odd.
Yeah, that's weird.
You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Is that back to your Nimgod joke?
Nah, it's with Jacob, Work, and DLL uniting against my love for Stealthy and Strife.
Well, Stealthy's just not good, but I respect your Strife love. I guess he's gone.
Ah, damn it. No, I'm not gone. I'm trying to do as much of the null side quest final thing as possible with my rank 2 summon symbiote, and the Venom on the second path is a real big pain in the ass because what node does he have? It's the one that makes him gain power. It's rich get richer. And so of course he never throws that L1 and always goes up to the L2 and just yeah.
So there was another example of just missing the timing on the phase. So it's not foolproof. That's why, like in war, I would only do that if I got stuck. It would be I got stuck. I wouldn't go into planning on. It's not like Ghost with the Hood synergy. Iron Picture, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Oh, right on, man. Thanks, Dominic. I appreciate that. Strife is about. I like Strife. He's not a perfect champion, but I like him. I think he's adequately in the very good tier, right? I think we have him in super premium. I think he deserves that. He can get a lot of stuff done. You got to put a little work in for it, but he can get a lot done. So I like him. I think he's a good champion.
No comment.
Yes, another one to join my cause.
All right. In all seriousness, now, do you like what you're seeing out of Null? I know you're a big fan of the character from the comics and things like that. But like from what you've seen, from like Dorky Dave's breakdown, did you like what you saw?
Damage-wise, yes. I think he's going to have some really, really, really high damage potential. Utility-wise, I feel like he's missing one last piece of utility that would really make him good.
And what's
like,
that?
I see some really nice regen counter from Despair, synergizing with the amount of debuffs he can pretty much, well, not even pretty much, he can just constantly have on the opponent.
Yeah.
I see him having, I think it's true accuracy on his mediums. That's very powerful. It effectively means you can actually still get 5-hit combos even when the opponent can evade, because you can parry 3-hit with all 3 lights and then medium to end it, and those can't be evaded. He can kind of manage power through that combat power rate reduction based on his number of arbor breaks on the opponent. And there's probably something else up for, and the lifesteal. I think he's going to have awesome sustainability. But my evaluation of him at the moment is he's going to be an awesome champion for general questing, but my worry is he going to be useful for the more competitive modes? I don't know if I'm seeing enough utility that I can make the evaluation that he will be useful for those more competitive modes.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing this all based on, and Dave doesn't just like show all, he doesn't just like read off the the abilities. So you're having to extrapolate a little bit based on what you saw, right?
That and the abilities we can find on like Aunt May in the game, stuff like that.
Oh, that's right. Those are up now. Sometimes I forget what's available and what's not because I'm trying so hard not to break my non-disclosure.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use Ghost. Thanks, Muhammad. I've actually been practicing her quite a bit. Early on, there were a lot of mistakes. Just kind of getting used to defenders' specials and things that you can just completely phase. That felt pretty good. You'll see the Quake stuff in a second. Or not Quake, Ghost.
But yeah, the hate on Null is unjustified in my opinion.
Definitely.
At
for
least
starters.
how exaggerated it is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was a lot of hate. That's on the forums, I assume?
It was. I saw a lot of it
I
on
think
the
just
video.
in general. Videos, comments.
But the thing I saw is people aren't even complaining about his lack of utility. It's more they're complaining about his low damage. And I'm just looking at these comments. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well,
They just seem so incorrect.
They're used to CGR level
Yeah.
of armor breaks.
they see a lot of armor breaks and they think, oh, each one must be reducing armor by like 1,000.
I know this is like the same thing every month, and I can never remember them. This one feels different though, because I feel like I used to use Guardian. What even is this?
Use Warlock?
So basically, we just want to heal block them the whole time. That's what this
constantly does it with infection.
Yeah, probably.
When we want to apply an armor break, so an armor break would do it, or just heal block in general. And then who's the boss? Let's check out who the boss is. Agent Venom. Didn't people have trouble with this guy? I feel like I've been hearing people had problems with him.
Just use APOC.
Wasn't there something about, for some reason, APOC wasn't working properly?
Oh yeah, that's right. He has like increased ability accuracy or something, I would assume.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I could see APOC not working.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
A...
And that's to do it ourselves. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in some tech champions and Apocalypse. Let's find some good tech champions. We'll get APOC all set up to begin with, and then let's look for our tech. You needed to actually heal block, huh?
Heal block or armor break, either or.
So Nimrod doesn't work.
Nimgod always works.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't heal block.
Blasphemy.
I know. It's ridiculous. Who designed this thing? Who designed this? I want to know. All right.
Names, people. Give me names.
How about Mysterio?
Penny might be a shout.
I remember using Mysterio for this back before I realized I could just mince through it with like any champion.
Hulkbuster does armor break off his specials, right?
I think.
Again, the worst thing that happens, we back out. Captain BT, DL, we need more mini account action. Yeah, put some pressure on that guy. Come on, dude. We want to see that. What's up, Aiden? Thanks so much for being here. Jacob, thanks so much, dude. Yeah, I thought of that. I was surprised. So much to the surprise, I think, of probably everyone listening to the stream right now, you're like, this Felganos guy, he really loves Null. Like, this must have been his favorite champion in the game for months and months and months, right? Ironically, no, that's not actually the case. Last month, it was Nimrod, and the month before that, it was Mr. Negative. And get this, the month before that, it was Mysterio. So...
Okay, wait. In all fairness, the Mysterio and Mr. Negative phases lasted way longer than a month.
I know, but the story was a lot funnier the way I told it.
Okay, I can respect and understand that.
Yeah, humor above all else. Humor above all else. Let's see if I can remember how to do this, though. It's weird. I like make a video and then it's like I just forget everything I learned. Oh wait, yeah, no, here we go. You got to end combos in light, right?
You're willing
Yes,
for
sir.
that one deal.
And then the poison no longer takes the I can't remember his gas charges or whatever. What does he call them?
Chemical gas.
Thank you.
Man, I want the synergy. I'm still mad at myself for forgetting to grind the Penny Arena just for the 4-star.
You don't have her at all?
Nah, man.
I
think I'm not doing a good enough job of keeping the heal block up.
You're not doing a very good job of keeping your own health up, Vega.
I have potions for that. That could be solved, my friend. That can be solved. Howard SP1. That would have been a good shout. I don't have a ranked Howard. I'm also running Suicides. I don't really want to remove them, so I'm trying to think of champions who are at least semi-friendly with it. Anya, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. Apocalypse is amazing. I absolutely agree with that. Let's try Hulkbuster. He is a blast.
He is not necessary though.
Necessary?
That much I can confirm.
He is unnecessary. All right. You guys are cracking me up today.
Has Buddy Lee joined my cause of stealthy?
I'm trying to remember.
This is the credibility we need, guys.
Oh no, it's Buddy Lee trying to say that stealthy's good.
Yes, but Iron Patriot agrees with us as well, and he's a mythic level summoner before Legacy.
No.
Yeah.
Much bigger credibility, and he agrees with me that stealthy is bad.
Dude, Stealthy had his time. Back in the day, Stealthy was just awesome.
No, he wasn't.
I think it speaks volume of how bad this skill class was at the time.
Yeah.
Why he was rated so highly. Not how good Stealthy
that's fair.
was.
It
Also
wasn't just
because
that, it
so
was also just
common.
because... Yeah, exactly.
Work is saying something interesting here, and I think I might agree with him.
Hulkbuster is text drive.
Yeah.
Says work.
I really think that might be a great, like, in regard, they're not the same champion. I think I understand what Work is saying. Not that they do the same things, but they have the same similar thing about them that, like, makes the people who like them way more than they probably should. And makes the people who dislike them, yes, I'm talking about you, dislike them way more than they probably should. And I think those two groups enjoy friendly banter against each other on the relative value of these champions. I'm curious though, does Buddy Lee, do you actually think Stealthy... Oh, he didn't say he's good. You're totally putting words in Buddy Lee's typing there. He said he was great for his first Abyss path. That is a very different thing than saying Stealthy is a good or great champion. If we're gonna report the news, let's do it accurately.
There's a difference between liking a champion and saying they're good.
Yeah, there's a massive difference. OG Highline, what is up, dude? We're having a good one. We're a little crazy today, I gotta say, but it's a fun, it's a controlled, it's a enjoyable crazy, in my opinion. I have a feeling this bishop is going to do really bad things, and there's not much I can do about it. I feel like it's going to get ugly. So let's go ahead and sacrifice Mysterio.
Bruh.
Jacob Sigla, I just think you have to clarify Vic and I joking when we say Stealthy is actually bad.
Oh yeah, I don't mean... that's why the tier rankings are so helpful. Hold on, let me get going here before I make this worse on myself. As you can see, I'm not a professional Mysterio player. Jeez Louise. I am trying to bait this SB2. There we go. Thank you, Bishop. Alright, let's go ahead and finish Bishop.
Go for the style. Use the L2.
See what you did? Alright, this isn't going to go well.
It's a race to 0%.
Yeah. Who can get there first?
This will do enough damage.
You think so? Yeah, oh yeah, clearly
Yeah.
it will. Come on, you have to appreciate that SB2 evade, though. I thought that was pretty good. Jacob, oh, so yeah, that's sorry, because I was trying to also say, that's why the rankings are good for a lot of reasons. I actually really enjoy doing them. I think they're very helpful for a variety of reasons. And one of them is so like when we're joking like this, what do we have? I think Stealthy's in the premium tier. Of like he could definitely do things. And if someone say like, should I rank 3 him? I would probably ask some questions to clarify to make sure that like they're not doing it for like maybe they already have slow on their roster and it's a more accessible slow, or I don't know, a variety of things. But yeah, he is a rankable champion who can do quality things in this game. I just hate the flow of him. And when I say flow, Jacob, you've watched my channel, if you probably know what I'm saying. But like he doesn't fit well. He's not a champion who like you just playing him and then it lines up well. And often I feel like his utility is very difficult to utilize, and in particular his slow. 616 Universe, what's up, dude? Thank you so much for being here. So that's the issue with Stealthy. But yeah, obviously you can do some good things with him. And I do agree with that too, is I think his prestige isn't bad. And he happened to be in the skill class. And so as a result, there was a lot of motivation to speak highly of him because he didn't have a lot of competition in the skill class and the prestige could be good and no one wanted to rank Rag Thor if they didn't have to. I mean, I guess
a good analogy is Sunspot.
What's that?
With the same prestige. The good analogy is Sunspot with higher prestige, and
yeah, but I have to say,
people spoke very highly of him.
Like as like a champion that makes sense. I actually like Sunspot significantly more. Like I would rather use Sunspot in a place where I think I need where Sunspot could be helpful than in a place where I think Stealthy could be helpful. Like if I needed to apply a lot of Incinerate debuffs, or if I needed to do like massive SB2s for some reason, I don't know. Just work with me on this. I would be very happy to use Sunspot, but if I needed to apply slow, I would do everything I could to not use Stealthy. So yeah.
But to be fair, you also have a rank 4 Shang-Chi, so
yeah, I think. Well, what does that have to do with anything?
Slow is very common now, so it's not like
but if you need a skill champion that applies slow, as I think DLL was saying earlier as well, just he is beaten in every way by Shang-Chi.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Huge agree on that. Which just goes to show how great Shang-Chi is.
Shang-Chi was just that good.
Yeah.
And he's most of the good skill champions in one.
I still am part of... I still believe that Shang-Chi... there is an argument that Shang-Chi is better than Nick Fury, but I know that's a very unpopular opinion.
You know what, dude?
You know Vic agrees with you right there.
Yeah, I think future content's gonna determine that, and that's why these are fun conversations to have. I do think they're close.
If we go back to the rankings,
yeah,
I think Fury is more deserving of being the top spot than Shang-Chi is, because if you have the second life, you're almost confident going in also into almost any fight with Nick and somehow making it out alive.
Yeah.
I can't say the same about Shang-Chi.
Yeah. I can't disagree with it. And I do feel like with Nick, sometimes stuff just happens. And I overemphasize what I call flow. But to me, it's a big deal. Like the more there's the nodes and like passives and actives and all these different timers, and sometimes the timers look the same as each other. There's a lot for you to try to keep your eye on in a fight. And so sometimes I do think it's preferable to have a champion where the stuff just happens. And it's part of what I love about Shang-Chi, but it's also why I'm not just full bore, he is the best, is because you need to pay a ton of attention with Shang-Chi. And you need to know exactly what you're doing and resetting his chi charges. Otherwise, and I know this from experience, you can end up in a lot of trouble quickly because you think your disarming strike's available and it's not. And you're going to go in, or you think you're about to go unblockable, and guess what? You just ended a combo into the defender's block, and that is going to spell death. So, yeah, that's a tough one, and I'm excited to see how it evolves with them. And then, you know what, though? I think if nothing else, PWF is making the best point, is that Shang-Chi is bad because he refused to show up in any of PWF's featured 6-star crystals. And I really think we can all agree that is a sign of a good champion and a bad champion.
is a horrible champion.
By that logic, Dr. Doom sucks.
Yeah, we all are going to hate some amazing champions, right? What's up, Peter? Thanks for being here. Zachary, thanks for being here, man. Aaron, Mole Man is better than Nick Fury. You know what, dude? Aaron, I have been assigned Mole Man in probably like at least half of my wars this season, and it's causing me to really dive into him. The bizarre thing is he's confusing me more than ever, but in a good way, as far as like, how do I ensure I'm keeping True Strike? Because I'm being sent in on a lot of nodes that are playing a lot of debuffs, but also it's very important I keep True Strike. And so it's causing me to kind of try to figure it out. I will say, Mole Man is really, really good. He is exceptional. And I think, I do think that Shang and Nick Fury in general are a little bit more valuable. Like, I'd be more excited to tell someone to rank them to rank 3. But I don't think Mole Man is very far outside that conversation. And as I get to understand the nuance of him a bit more, I think he might actually deserve to be in there. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. All right, figured I should fight the game a little bit. And everyone will be happy to know that my thumb has finally stopped bleeding. It took a long time, but we're here now.
The thing with those two is it's not like as easy as Doom and Claire. It's more of a coin flip of what you need, but going by the rankings, I still a firm believer that Nick Fury is just a tad bit better.
The thing is with that though, and again, like I really like the rankings, and thank you both of you, because I know both of you were tremendous helps on that, and you know, DLL I can see is in the chat here. A lot of people put in a lot of work on that. I thought like that first tier like just needed to be created to make everything else make sense. And then the rest of the tier really is based on, right? So there's that very first tier that's like the pre 12.0 switch. And we're like, often you don't even need to worry what the node is because they're just that good. They're going to turn the node off or they'll figure it out, right? Hercules goes immortal for 5 hours and it's fine. Is it made the rest made sense? Because then the rest of the tiers are kind of like rank up worthiness, or how quickly I would say like, yes, rank them without any qualifications. And what it kind of did though for me is I would not tell someone like, yes, rank, if someone said, hey, I've got Apocalypse and Magneto, which one should I rank 3? I would actually say Apocalypse. But Magneto is in a quote unquote higher tier. And so, but it made, to me, the rankings make complete sense and helped me justify, I would much rather have a rank 3 Apocalypse and a rank 3 Magneto if I had to choose between those two.
Definitely, because there's also a question of who benefits more.
Absolutely. Like there's so many other things that you're starting to take into consideration, but having a champion like Magneto and honestly like Archangel too, in there with the rest of them, I think was causing a lot of problems on making it all make sense, like even just visually looking at it. So it feels like I'm trying to sell the tier list video. I'm not, but I'm very happy with where it's currently at. Like I think that was such a great change. So, and Magneto's one of those champions who doesn't need extra. Yeah, I think that's part of it. Go ahead, Phil.
No, go for it.
No, I realized you might have even been saying you had to go. So, what is it like?
No.
4 in the morning for you?
Go for it.
Well, what time is it for you, by the way?
2 in the morning.
Jeez Louise. Thanks for being here, dude. Thanks for being here.
I'm alright.
I hope you don't have school, though.
I do not, my friend. That's why I've been more active. I'm on fall break for the next week and a half.
That's nice.
Yep. Plus, this is just preparation. I'm intending to do a few 7.3 marathon streams. So.
Oh, nice. Are you really?
Yeah, man.
That'd be cool. What's up, BK? How you doing, dude? Oh, hey, well, Buddy's back. I'm sorry, Buddy, if we missed you earlier. To me, Shang-Chi is Shang-Chi. If I'm mispronouncing his name, guys, please just understand it's again like muscle memory type thing. Shang-Chi. So to me, Shang-Chi is much better than Fury because damage masteries. Also, synergies have never been less relevant. I do love that about Shang-Chi, the ability to just shrug the poison and the bleed like instantaneously. Well, it's not instantaneous. You have to do a thing, but that's Shang-Chi, right? Nothing is just instant. You have to know what you're doing. Also, synergy. I think what you're saying there, if I'm understanding you correctly, is Shang-Chi doesn't need synergies. Like, you literally just take him in and he does all of the things. And I have to say, that's part of what I love about him too. It's part of what I love about him too.
I wouldn't say Nick does. I wouldn't say Nick relies on synergies at all.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I just got a text from my wife. Let me make sure none of it is like urgent.
No worries. I was just gonna say, I also think I actually just forgot what I was gonna say.
Thanks for being here,
Damn.
DL.
Nick,
Have a great day,
Nick
dude.
doesn't rely on synergies, but he has great synergies with others that benefit them more than himself.
Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a pleasure to take on teams, right? Like, even if it, and there's a lot more than just the synergy with Deadpool that makes it a lot more easy. A lot more easy, is that correct?
He makes Captain Marvel movie playable.
Easier.
Yeah, thank you. Easier. Dude, Captain Marvel. I don't think Captain Marvel is in the conversation for the best cosmic champion. But I don't think she's far outside of it. She's good, even without Fury. She's good. Come on.
She's good, but we come past those health pools where she can't nuke down fights in one cycle.
I think that's I'm
Takes all of her
curious.
value.
You remember though how this kind of started to happen with Corvus, where Corvus is like relative prestige, and I don't mean prestige in the game. I mean just like prestigious. Started to fall a little bit, and then rank 3s became a thing, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, wait, Corvus, because he could start destroying things before he ran out of Glaive Charges. I wonder if that's going to happen with Captain Marvel with rank 4. If when she goes to rank 4, if we're going to see a similar, not switch, but just kind of like a re-prominence of things. Words are hard, and I'm struggling with them today. Topray, Vega, I asked earlier, but you might have missed it. I did miss it, buddy. Thank you for repeating. I need your objective answer, BG2 or BG3? Absolutely BG3. Always BG3. Look, I am in for Loki. It is a very good alliance.
I gotta support work.
You gotta hear me out. It's a very good alliance. You've probably heard of it. BG3 is the best BG. It just is. Like, it's just a fact, right? The other BGs are amazing and excellent in their own way, but BG3 is definitely the best. And then the other alliance that I know the best for me is SSX1, a Masters tier, awesome alliance with tremendous players in it. BG3 is also the best BG in that alliance. So I think, despite the sample size being very small, 2 BGs in 2 great alliances, both being the best, also both being BG3, I think that's definitive proof BG3 is the best. So I'm open to other people's opinions on this. It's just how I feel. Jacob, Work, you guys want to play along? Hello?
I gotta support work. BG3 has Flame on.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Guys, there's also one more thing we haven't figured out. What BG is Charger in his alliance?
Isn't he solo?
So here's the thing, though: isn't Work supposed to be in BG3, but Rob like won't let him go or something like that? I keep reading jokes of that nature.
Yeah, I heard something about that.
Okay, I have no idea what this node does, and I honestly don't feel like reading it. So we might have to revive. Let's just see what happens. Sunspot also work like a champ. Okay. Well, yeah, so Tenacity should not have kicked in, but I think this is what we were saying earlier. All right, so you just got to play this like a stun immune Agent Venom then, right? I mean, not that that's like the easiest thing in the world. I didn't mean to make it sound like no big deal, but... Oh, but he's going to shrug these, isn't he? That little... What a jerk.
Good job checking yourself there, man.
You got to check yourself, right?
Yeah,
Before-
check yourself before you wreck yourself.
There you go.
Oh god, what have I just said?
You know what, though? It just appears to be complete ability accuracy, doesn't it? So... I think I'll stick with the SB2s because I don't think there'd be a benefit to going to the SB3.
I'm gonna be honest. I remember just brute forcing through this with APOC.
Yeah.
I probably realized it just didn't work. It was like, screw it. He'll do enough damage.
Oh, now I've even got a falter debuff on me. They're just like, let's just mess with people.
Not even 1% per hit. APOC is bad, confirmed.
Isn't APOC amazing? Alright.
He really is.
Here we go. I'm trying to just push him to his SB2. I think most people know that. But just in case you don't. What's that?
Yeah, what Work said. Try to get a concussion up from your L2, right? Because that'll, like, reduce the chance he activates tenacity.
Won't
yeah,
he,
but at this rate, the fight is going to end before he gets through that.
Won't he just shrug it? Oh no, he's not shrugging it. Thank you, Work, and thank you, Phil, for communicating. Oh yeah, does that just turn the whole thing off? Oh wow, that was cool. Thanks, guys. I'm seriously considering APOC to R4 as my first R4. BK, I went back and forth on him and Professor X, and shoot, I haven't taken either to war. I don't think this whole season. I took APOC quite a bit last season. I was determined that I was going to take Professor X up as my second R4, but I'm not using Shang-Chi in war. I'm just not getting assigned him. A lot of the skill type stuff that's needed, skill class champion that's needed, Mole Man just happens to work better that they've been assigning me. And so it does feel a little weird. Although I love Shang-Chi, I love playing him. When I go to play the game, it's just to clear content or to make the video or do war or AQ. So it feels a little weird to have a rank 4 champion that I'm just not using that much. And so I actually may do a prestige rank up, or I'm not sure. I'm trying to start to think that through a little bit because I would like to do something that really benefits my alliance as much as possible. So I'm now starting to reconsider taking up Doom or Silver Surfer. And if I could somehow figure out a way to get or justify getting APOC Sig to 200, I would consider him too, because I think that would help my alliance quite a bit in attacking or even as a defender, maybe. So for a player in my position, Shang-Chi is a much better option. But yeah, I think that makes complete sense. I understand what you're saying. I think that makes complete sense. Not surprising, actually. Let's go ahead and do it again. APOC was actually kind of fun to have there. I kind of want to do that again, but land the concussion earlier and see how much that changes the fight. Let's go ahead and see.
Is it better to bring Cable instead of Hulkbuster? Just to have 4 charges for the boss.
Yeah, I just like Hulkbuster, to be honest. But yeah, you know what? I don't mind spending items, but I don't want to do it because I'm being lazy. So yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get rid of.
Then you won't have to worry about finishing combos properly with APOC.
Yeah. Kang doesn't have an armor break, does he?
Why?
Why what?
Why
Because
use Kang?
It's synergy with APOC.
Synergy with APOC.
Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know.
We can find out. And
Yeah, why not?
But that doesn't really open up a spot for anyone else. Jeez. It didn't really help anything, did it? Silver Centurion. I like him, but I'm running Suicide, so he's probably going to die early. King has heal block. Oh, okay. Is it off the SP2? I can never remember.
I think it might be the L1. I don't know. Let me check on May. I still have it up.
Thanks. Thoughts on who might get the buff for next month? Dude, I have no idea. I like those videos that Mike does. I think they're really fun. Because I enjoy that stuff. Like I said, I'm actually going to do another rankings type video. It should come out tomorrow because I enjoy those sorts of things. Like I'm the guy that will sit there and talk with you about like who the best point guard ever was or things like that. I just think it's a fun conversation. So I like that Mike does those. But I would be a little disappointed with Rogue. I know he's got his he has his process that he goes through, and it makes a lot of sense. The only reason I would be disappointed with Rogue is because we just have so many awesome mutants. Like, I actually can't rank all the ones that I like, so I would like for it not to be that. But she is a really good champion that I could see with just some slight tweaks being even better.
It is meant to be the L2, by the way, so I'm not sure why it didn't apply there.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
Yeah. As for Rogue, I see where you're coming from, but I think my other issue is I don't know if I would say she needs a tune-up, right? Because a tune-up indicates she already has utility there, just increase in numbers.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I agree with that. I think there could be two ways you go with Rogue, right? You could give her a tune-up and just make her timer longer, where she can retain those stolen buffs as long as you're staying in contact with the opponent, whatever. And that would make her just even better. But it would only make her even better for those scenarios where she already worked.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to expand, or it's not going to increase the number of places you can use her. Whereas if you gave her new utility, which would only be through a moderate buff, well, yeah, it would likely be through a moderate buff, then she might be able to work in more places than before.
Is it off?
It's
Oh, it's off the SP3.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, so is Aunt May wrong?
I didn't think it was off the SP3. That was kind of weird.
It's organized in this really weird way on Aunt May, where it goes special 1, special 3, special 2. So for some reason I read the special 3 effect and thought it was the L2.
So it's just a formatting thing. Well, it still works, so it was all good. Thank you for checking it out. I appreciate it.
No problemo.
And then Eastley is saying Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye could really use a buff. I think that'd be awesome. And we know that there is his series is coming out, right? Do we know when it's coming out yet? But it's not too far in the distant future. That would be really cool to see him get a nice buff. I would really like that. Although skill's getting really good too. So I don't know.
I assume it's December purely because it had a bit of a Christmas theme in all the trailers.
It did, right? It kind of looked like a oh man, I can't think of the name of the movie. Bruce Willis movies. They're not Christmas movie, but it's Die Hard. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You probably don't. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I actually get that reference.
Thank you. Oh, Buddy Lee's right. I should have used Kitty. I should have brought Kitty in. Oh well. It is what it is. We live and we learn.
If the lockdowns did anything for me, it was exposing me to a few older movies and giving me an extensive knowledge of all Adam Sandler movies.
Oh no. I'm like happy for you and also very, very sad for you at the same time, because some of his movies were really good, and then it feels like at some point he was like, these people are going to pay me a lot of money just to do anything.
Don't know what you're talking about. Click was a great movie.
Oh, jeez. But they were pretty funny in the beginning, right? Like, is it Happy Madison?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were solid flicks, man.
Agreed.
I would really love Sentry. Shouldn't Sentry be getting a buff? I mean, they came out with that synergy that was like about time we changed 2 or something like that. Like that, they have to know. Like, I'm all for them kind of like doing teasers and things like that and trolling a little bit, but at some point, don't frustrate the player base.
Dude, if Century gets buffed, then we are gonna have a new champion next month that I simp for. I promise this isn't just what I normally do. We've had quite a few months with characters that I just love.
I think what we need to do is on the Discord server is like everyone on their profile or something should write, here are the 5 champions that if they came out, I will go crazy for. And then we can hold each other responsible, or like objectively say like, look, dude, you can't now be simping for this guy because he wasn't on your list. I think that might be something that we actually need.
I only have one.
Who is yours?
Silver Surfer, the fallen one.
The fallen one?
Yeah.
And that's the same one that you like, Fel?
Yeah, 100%. Without a doubt. He's like, okay, so how hyped I'm getting over Null, how hyped I got over Nimrod, how hyped I would be over Sentry, that all pales in comparison to Silver Surfer Black, the fallen one.
Yeah, he's my favorite comic book character.
Yeah, I remember, yeah. Sorry we weren't able to get that
appeared
done.
in like one issue. At his full power, at least.
But he's so awesome, man.
Yeah, man. Like, spoilers ahead for the comic. Mute the stream for a few seconds if you don't want to hear this. Like, man straight up just rolls in and one-shots CGR with a Mjolnir.
Best Christmas movie ever? Do you know there's people who feel that it's not a Christmas movie? I'm about Die Hard now. This is actually like a conversation.
No, it's obviously a Christmas movie.
I think it is too, but it's not necessarily about Christmas, which is the essence of the debate. Dracula versus Hulk. So if Dracula came to game, you would just go nuts for him. I'd like a Red Guardian too. Speaking of champions that with a small numbers tweak could be awesome, I think he's one for sure. Absolutely.
His trauma is just so short. It's hard to keep up, let alone stack.
Yeah. My most wanted was probably Mystique. Would love to see how Kabam would design her animations. Yeah, you know what? J-Ax. I can't think of the name of their interview channel. It's bothering me. If anyone knows who I'm talking about.
It's like the XN interviews, right?
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They get a lot of great guests. I'm pretty sure when Gabe was on, they talked about Mystique, and unfortunately I don't remember exactly what they ended up saying, but I know she was involved.
I do.
What?
I think it was just along the lines of, we still really don't have the tech to do Mystique justice, right?
Yeah. That's what I thought they said too, but I wasn't positive, so I didn't want to, because I know people would be excited about her being in the game.
Yeah.
What's cool though, did they say
progress. Sandman used to be, or Sandman and Quicksilver used to be definite no's for a while, but on that same interview, I think Gabe said that they do have a prototype for Sandman, and they do know how Quicksilver would work.
I think that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Definitely.
My only champion, I believe, that I would get totally excited again for, without knowing their abilities and things like that, would be Kushala. She's like Sorcerer Supreme and a Ghost Rider. And she's new. She was, I believe, came out in Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme. It was weird. I was like on Twitter, and I don't even remember. I still barely understand how Twitter even works. And like someone I didn't even know just like linked that comic to me, and then I read the series. It was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. And then she got her own like standalone, I think like 2 months ago, by one of the guys that was in the Black Eyed Peas. It's really like just weird, like how the world works and all this stuff came together. And I really enjoyed it. She had her first issue, standalone issue, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And I'd love to see her come to the game. Just a really cool character and things like that. So I would love to see that. And I assume she would be Mystic, and she is actually part of why I'm still a little unsure on what I want to do when I get another Mystic Tier 5 CC, because Gabe actually even, I think, mentions her. Like, she's been kind of teased on Twitter and in interviews and things a few times. So I'm hopeful that in the next 12 months, we've got her in our little game.
I thought you were going to say America Chavez rework.
Well, look, you know what's funny is, like, you know how there's this idea that, like, CCP members won't say anything negative about Kabam? You know, I still can't break NDA, but I was very vocal in my displeasure about her, and I am not alone in this. Let's just leave it at that.
I could tell based on in Karate Mike's video where he went through the feature and predicted some buffs, when he got to America Chavez, his reaction seemed about as how do I say, satisfied with her as you seem to be.
Yeah, I mean, I like what I. Oh man, yeah, yeah. Because okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to fight not getting into it, but like, she just feels like an incomplete champion. Like, I understand that not all champions are going to be like super relevant in the war meta or whatever. Like, I totally get that. I totally, like, fine. And I also understand that some champions need to be for not in-game use. Again, I get that. So if there's like a new champion, or if a new player pulls her, like, hey, they can use her for something. And what I think doing YouTube and creating tier lists and things like that, I think has educated me, or at least the way I'm focusing the issue is, like, I would never tell someone to rank her. Like, if someone came in and was like, hey, I'm really trying to get through Act 2, and I just pulled America Chavez, I know you like her, should I rank her up? I'd be like, no, don't. Because you're going to pull someone better very, very soon. And then you'll wish you had those resources to rank her up, or rank them up. And you'll be really disappointed that you used them on her. She's just an incomplete champion. Like, yes, she can invert ability power gain. Okay, thanks. But there are so many mystics who can do some version of that, or at least close enough to that. And then a whole bunch of other things, like a whole ability set of other things. So, yeah, all right, I'll stop talking about her. What's up, BK? BK Tiger. We got multiple BKs today. What's up, dude, from NYC? Nice, dude. My buddy just moved out there. I would go nuts for Alligator. I think all of us would love Alligator Loki. That would be a very, very fun thing.
I'm just playing around with CGR and Realm of Legends, farm some potions. I hit a 76k medium crit.
CGR, I really like CGR. I really do. And Fel, I think you're gonna find uses for him. You know what I mean? Because he's that fun.
Oh yeah. I can already see myself using him for miss scenarios, just because I think that vigilance can be utilized a lot more than a lot of people have been. Like, you could make that vigilance last for a really long time.
Absolutely. I see it. I can hear it in your voice, dude. Uh-oh.
He'd be rank 3 right now if not for my T5 basic and ISO shortage.
Dude, he is an absolute blast. It just happened to be that he came out and I pulled him right when I was finally got all my streaming gear set up. And then it was just so much fun, like doing testing streams. And I think I got out like 4 videos on him, which is, I gotta be the most I've ever covered a champion. And I remember, like, if I can get one thing across to people, it's, you don't need to be worried about decks. Understand the judgment system, and then you're going to be able to set them up for so many things. And then, of course, you know, other people like obviously Slayer and MSD, who are also better players, took that knowledge to like astronomical levels, like to the point where I remember I would listen to some of their videos. I would download them and listen to them while I was doing other stuff. And I was like, I'm not even sure I understand what they're saying anymore. Like, and I knew Cosmic Ghost Rider pretty well. So it's pretty crazy the depths you can get into with him.
Yeah, I think I've said this before. That's how I first got introduced to your channel, and I actually remember downloading one of those CGR videos and watching it while I was commuting back from classes.
Oh, really? It's almost definitely got to be the one, just because numbers would say it is. There's one that took off, and it's the one where
Germ helped you with, right?
Yeah, Germ was like, "Hey, dude, I want someone to get this knowledge out to everybody."
I watched the other ones, but that was definitely the one that I remember.
Yeah. That's by far my most viewed video, and it was like before I had figured out the lighting in the room and stuff. And someone pointed out, they're like, "Dude, your skin color looks exactly the same as the wall."
It just looks very yellow, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it is. Please, yeah. There's no reason to hold back. If anyone told me like, "Nah, it looks good," I would wonder about their honesty. I have returned. Anything happened in the last 40 minutes? Basically, this nonsense you're hearing right now. Except we did take down Agent Venom, and Work did let Fell know that I should try to throw the SB2 to get the concussion up, and that would be really helpful. So that's about it. Oh, at least we can get the stun up too. That's cool. Still gonna bait the SB2s just in case something goes wrong. Try to push him to the SB2. All right, let's go ahead and land this guy. Yeah, he didn't shrug that. That's interesting.
Hey, I know this is more of a technical question, but do you know if you can put like GIFs into OBS?
Shoot, hold on, sorry. Things did not go as assumed. This is why 100% is never enough, ladies and gentlemen. So it's interesting that you asked that question, because that is something that I am actively trying to figure out myself. Is I would like to have things like that on my Stream Deck. I had to look up to see what it's called. And also would like to implement them in some videos at times, because I do think they can be kind of funny. And I actually just don't know the answer.
All right, I'll see what I can find. I'll let you know if I come across anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know the answer, and I'm not even sure on the like how you're allowed to use them. Is there truly a time limit and things like that? So I have talked to my brother, who's, well, it doesn't matter. You guys don't care. If the concussion sticks, go for the SB3, make it more potent. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Work. But then I messed up, and I was like, I just need to end this fight. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. I really appreciate it. We're going to call the stream now. We went for almost 2 hours. Thank you, Rob. I'm so glad you stopped by, dude. I'm sure you're gone now, but I still appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. I always appreciate all the support. And I appreciate everyone who shows up. You guys are the reason this is fun. Everyone who comments, talks, joins in on the jokes, and asks questions. This is why it's a good time. So I really do enjoy it. And then thank you both Felganos and Jacob for being on call. I think you're both here. Let's go Jacob first, and then Felganos. Do you guys have anything you'd like to add?
No, take care, guys. Hope you have a great day and night.
Yeah, have a good one, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the stream.
All right, everybody. Thanks, both of you guys, Jacob and Fel, for stopping by. It was a lot of fun. And hope everyone had a great one. We'll catch you on Thursday. Should be streaming Thursday again. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Coolio. Cheers.